Welcome back, hunters. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we're back in the Hunter Classic, and we are back on Hirschfelden, but we are in a basically different half of the map. This is, God, something. The name was just up, like, Mutter, definitely a European name if I actually even find the, name of it in-game. I'm going to completely butcher trying to say it. So what we're in this half of the map for is going to be going after, there are more pheasants that could be in the area, which we might try flushing, because Dangerfloof gave me another tip to try going after them. Equipment-wise, I do want to go for collars, because I think turkey box, I actually do have a pheasant collar. Okay, I wasn't sure if I did or not, but we'll take that along. Ammo, I think, is looking okay. Yeah, I'd say everything's looking rather well there. And we should be all good to head off already. So, we're going to try for more pheasants. The animal we have yet to actually get, though, are the wild hogs, or the wild boar, or feral hog, whatever they're called on this map. Basically, the pigs. Speaking of, I think that was actually a pig call. No, red deer. Okay, but the pigs and the roe deers. I, again, wouldn't mind also getting, like, the red deer. I basically wouldn't mind getting anything, really, but if we want to try to flesh out the roster for every animal we can hunt, we just need to get the hogs, the boars, the pigs, and the roe deer. There is also the Canada goose that can be on the map, or at least I think it's the Canadian geese or whatever, but for those you need the setup to actually, like, bring them in and then go after them. So we probably won't be going after them this trip to Hirschfelden. And truthfully, I'm not even sure what I'm going to, like, be looking at for picking up as, like, the next thing from the Hunter store. Like, I'm sitting at 24.29 for our current GM total. I don't know if there's another collar that would feel, like, super, super useful all on its own. There is, again, that E-collar, but the thing with that, has a base of 5,000 for that one. Actually, is there something right there? Okay, no, it's just a tree limb. That's just seeing the color of that a bit. There is that E-collar, which would be good for things possibly like the lynxes, the bobcats, etc. But to you really make use of it, then you want to have the accessories onto it as well, which can be another, I think it's like 1,600. So it's definitely one of those heavier investments for equipment. It might pay off if you do use it, if it's that potent and powerful of a collar, but again, I'm not really sure what I want to go for next. I've gotten the majority of, like, the basic collars I would really think can make it a lot easier and approachable to go after certain animals, but I guess I could try saving up for a weapon of some kind. The only thing is I don't know which one to go for. Yeah, so there's the red deer. We heard her out before there. I think I actually have a mission to, like, just go and track her a little bit. So I'll probably just stay low and try to go up on her trail just to get those little nodes for a mission. Weapon-wise, I will have to see, because once October rolls around, I know there's already some fall competition going on, which, well, there are some fall competitions. I think there's also a big, like, general mission to go on, too. And that's very lucrative. It will give you 3,000 GM, a trapper tent, and I think something else if you complete it. But you need to do a lot for it. It's like hunting, I think it was like 10 to 11 different species, all above a certain weight class. So it'll take some time, but if you do want to go for, again, that lucrative amount in GM, it would be worth doing. I'll have to debate and see whether I will or not. Like, on the one hand, again, very lucrative, it'd be nice to go out and do, but I do want to do stuff more when it's, all on video, so you guys see the investment and the time involved to do stuff. So kind of trying to weigh whether I should or not for it. Okay, yeah, so there's the objective completed there. I think I have to spot her, and that'll count. Again, I really wish there was a way to track the missions more in-game than needing a proxy to do so. Like, either having them up on another monitor, or to, have it on your phone open or something. I'm trying to remember what all the, like, requirements for tracking, or, like, doing that mission. I thought it was just, like, tracking the deer for a while, but maybe not. Okay, so aside from her, though, it's been pretty quiet. Actually, maybe what I'll do... You know what? I'll take the jackrabbit collar off, and we'll see about the pheasants. So that way maybe I can try... Do I have this reloaded? Yeah, I do. Okay. See if we can try putting Danger Floof's method to see if I can actually improve with it. Yeah, I'm going to stand up and just start walking. Like, a lot of this area is going to be these big field parts, so... Maybe we'll hear or see something as we're going about. I'm not sure if the rain would make things call less or be more active. It's hard to say. I think it does have an effect on the amount of sound you make. I think you're actually a little quieter as you're out in the rain, just because there's more sound to drown you out with it coming down. Maybe I'll even see about trying the hog squealer too, because that is, again... That's one of the animals we're still trying to go for and knock off or check off our list. That and the Roe Deer, but the roes... I mean, we did... Oh! No, just a female. You know, maybe we'll go over investigate just in case she does have, like, a buddy with her. I can't remember if the 270 is actually too powerful for the Roe Deer now or not. I don't think so, but I'm also not certain. Oh, man, you can hear the geese flying. Nope. Oh, there's another little objective complete. Again, my advice, if you're going to play the Hunter Classic, activate every single mission you can. There's like over 70 of them to do. But activate them all, and you don't have like a certain cap to it, or only one can be active at a time. You can basically work on all of them simultaneously. I'll actually have to see how long that certain mission is going to be active for. Because if there's no deadline on it, maybe I will activate it, and as I'm going over and doing the series, it'll just, on its own, will... Oh, well, there are some boar tracks. And we got some more tracks here, too. Okay, it seems like there was a fair amount of wild boar somewhere through the area. The only problem is the direction they were from. As for that Roe Deer, I don't actually see her. Or, wait, is that her up there? I think it's just an antler shed, but we'll head over and pick it up. Yeah, it's like the boar were coming towards us. I don't see that Roe Deer. It is possible that because we were walking, she got startled off. No, she had just kept walking on her own. Okay. Again, oh, I do see somebody out there. I think it's maybe a Roe Deer. Yeah, it looks like a female. Pretty far out. I don't know if we'll actually be able to spot her or not. It doesn't seem like we are. Okay, there's her. I was, again, hoping to find a male of them, just so that way that's another animal off of our roster for the area. A lot of boar tracks, but I don't know what direction they went. I mean, I know we're going the opposite way they had went. I'm guessing maybe they went up to the hill and then... Huh, hard to say. Yeah, we'll go out, grab that antler shed. I don't think there's really anything more to follow up on with these. Kind of odd for the shed to be here of all places, but I guess maybe if they got into a little bit of a fight, it would make sense one of them dropped them off here. And again, once you actually get close for the... Oh, hang on a moment. Where are you from? You were from the boar. Okay, so maybe they aren't far off. Oh yeah, there's ourselves a red deer antler. How was the score on that? I don't think really that high for the red deer, but... Oh, and I heard, like, a little warning chirp from... I think that was the row that we were coming up to. Yeah, like, the tracks are a bit all over the place here, so they must have just been around here doing a few things. Oh, well, there's an old acquaintance completed, so that's another mission done. That's going to put us up to at least 2,500 for the GM. Okay, you know what? We're going to go after the pheasant first, just because... I mean, I have gone after them before. It's the only thing I actually really have a solid lead on. Technically, there was the boar that seemed to be trotting that direction. We'll start with the pheasant, because I think they'll be a bit more guaranteed to get something there. Ooh, another mission objective done. I guess maybe that one is just identify tracks from every animal in the reserve. But if that's the case, then I might need Canadian geese, and I have no way of getting that. Well, darn. Or maybe not. I don't know if you can actually have, like, geese tracks or things like that from them. Hard to say. But we'll at least... no, there's the pheasant. Okay, yeah, so there's actually going to be quite a few in this area we're coming up to. I might also just take out binoculars and get a scope around before I do go after the pheasants, just in case there's something else more interesting to try for. One of the things about getting over each of the hills for the fields is you don't know what might be in the next one. Let me just look over there. Oh, speaking of. So we'll get the pheasant and... Oh, another roe deer. But again, I think she... Yeah, it looks like just a female. We're looking for a buck. Oh, actually... So, according to this, maybe they're just over this hill here. There was the little bit of a call we got from right around here. I don't really see anybody in hiding here now. Maybe they did get startled off. Okay, well, let's take a look and see. Oh, yeah, there we go. Just saw that little top of his head there. So we'll go after him, then we'll swing around to go after the wild boar. Let me see, there was one over there, I think. Oh, there's one flying right there. I think it's a male. Yeah, it is. Okay, well, he's still flying around, so maybe he's just better left alone. Just because of where he was going. Yeah, so there you are, kind of walking along. I'm hoping maybe what you'll do is actually, like, hide a bit or crouch down to the ground. I think once I'm crouching, I really... Like, you're much less likely to startle things, or you're much harder to pick up by them. So I don't know, it seemed like the pheasant that was flying, granted he did basically fly in front of our face, it seemed like it stayed pretty alert and knew to take off again even as soon as it touched ground. Oh, shoot. Did not expect him to fly over me. Ah, darn. I really thought he would have flown the other way, but no, he actually took off above me. Was not anticipating that. Okay, but that was a couple of tries. We'll swing down south and try for that boar we had spotted across the field there. Might even see about trying to call him if there are any replies, too. I'm actually not sure how loud the shotgun is. I don't know if it would scare for so far away or not. Well, we do have another pheasant right there. I admit, I am kind of tempted just to get him while he's on the ground. Although, actually, there is a mission I think I gotta get, an airborne one. Now, more than likely, he'll probably try flying at me. I was hoping maybe I could get, like... Ah, shoot. Man, I really am terrible, aren't I? Okay, well, there was another call from something over this way, and this, I think, was the direction of the boar. Yeah, I really think I gotta just get them on the ground. I'm not skilled enough to get them airborne. There have been a couple I got, but again, because then you can only activate missions once you go back to the menu, I couldn't have tried getting them more on the same hunt out. Or maybe you can, and you just have to, again, go proxy through a menu for it. It's, I guess, kind of shows its age a little bit. I'd like to try to at least get something this episode, though, because, like, we are near the 20-minute mark. And aside from seeing the pheasants, I don't actually have a single animal we've taken down yet. I'm not putting too much pressure on myself this going out, because, again, there's only the Roe Deer, which we've already hunted, and the Wild Boar, which we kind of hunted already. Yeah, shoot, I'm not seeing anything. Okay, let me think. And there was a call... Are there more fields to the south? Not really, so I don't know if it'd actually be worth it going into that area. I think what I'm more tempted to do is try maybe working out towards the river. Just follow the fields for a while. Might even run for a bit, but yeah, try to go more up along the river there and see if there is anything there. I do know one problem, though, is that if I do see anything across the river, it's going to be a very, very painful experience to just get across to collect it. So maybe I won't tempt myself with that. Maybe I will just stick to this side. That way, at least if I do see and hunt anything, I don't have to spend 10 to 15 minutes just running around to go get it. Yeah, so I'll just run up a little bit more, make sure... Okay, the shotgun is refilled. Come on, I gotta be able to get one of these guys from air... or while they're airborne. If I managed to do it last episode, I can do it this one. Seems like maybe I've got them... Oh, they're funneled up by the water. I don't know if they'd actually fly across the river or not. Yeah, so very big cone of travel there. I'll just take a look back that way. Just in case, again, any roe or hogs, I'm going to give those a higher priority if we come across them. Well, there you are. Now, would you fly over me again, or would you fly out towards the trees? Okay, you know what? Let's get ready like this. Because probably any moment now, he's going to look at getting airborne. Again, it would be so easy just to pick him off like this. I could just whack him with a frickin' stick and I'd probably get him. There we go. Okay, I mean, granted, it's not super impressive because of how close it is, but it at least was still an airborne pheasant, so that'll be the mission complete. And it's another animal we actually got in this episode. Or our first... Oh, God, our first animal. Yeah, there's definitely a game that would be better to stream than just to do, as I have been. So, you know what, we'll just resume game. Yeah, sell for 31. And that was actually something that Danger Flew, I do agree with, is that pheasants probably are a fairly lucrative animal. Not because each individual one sells for a lot, they don't sell that badly, but you could probably get a good number of them on a hunt if you really focused. Like, you gotta think, you get, I think it's like 30 shotgun shells per stack, or maybe it's, I think it is 30 per stack. And if you can just walk up to the pheasants on the ground, every time you pick one off could be, let's say, even just 20. You could get yourself GM coming in rather steadily if you were to go after them like that. Now, of course, I do want to, again, try for the hogs, or the boars. They are wild boars. We're still missing those. And a Roe Deer would be nice as well, just to round out the full roster. I do still want to be careful about when I do run, but I don't think there's anything like really that close after using the shotgun on that pheasant. I really want to try to start covering ground so we can try getting something else. Okay, so this is another field that's pretty big and wide open. We are finding boar tracks, but not really seeing any boars just out, like, around. Oh, here we go. Okay, we've got some of their tracks starting to go in our direction. I also do see that other pheasant there. Now, the females actually do supposedly give a little bit of GM as well. So, oh, actually, you know what? I know the males give more, so I'll probably just look at walking up after this guy here. Also, just take a little look through binoculars further out, but I think we are safe to go after him without anything else startling. Yeah, so let's whip out the shotgun and see about following up on this guy. We also got tracks from something. Alright, just more pheasant calls. I think that's all we're really going to be hearing around the fields here. Okay, dum-dum. Get flying. I'll at least give you that sporting chance. I shouldn't have been so sporting. I shouldn't have been so sporting for him. I mean, I don't want to say that I did have a little bit of a frame flag there, but I did. But I don't think even that would have helped me all that much. Are you trying to tick me off, you little... Oh, excuse me. Okay, of course when I'm in the middle of something they have to call. I really would like just to have a proper time to keep working at what I want to without phone calls or interruptions. Tell you, it'd make things so much easier if I could just escape all that for a while. But anyway, so yeah, we're going to let him go because of that, of course, coming up at the worst time. And let's just go over a few more of the fields and see what else we can stumble across. Okay, so... not really seeing anything out in the middle of the fields. Maybe that's actually something like... oh, there is actually a big group of pheasants up there. Well, that looks like that's about it for this area. Despite seeing like some of the hog tracks, they don't really seem to actually like go out into the fields, do they? So maybe what I'll do is... what if I should just like pick off some of these guys on the ground, just see how lucrative this could be. It's like I've been trying to give them the sporting chance, but it's definitely not been going my way, so let me just see. If you are on the ground here, how much do you really go for? I don't think I'll like get any trophy photos from these guys because of what I'm doing, but... okay, let's see how much you guys actually go for if I get you on the ground. So, pick you up. Sells for 30. Yeah, like 30 per one of these guys, or 25 to 30. You could actually cash in rather quickly on them. I think it also applies too because they group up and they're... like, when they get scared, they don't super run off that quickly. They will fly, but they also don't go super long distances on you. So I could see you definitely being able to, like, camp a spot, sit, and try going after them. Okay, so we got these guys up here. It might actually be smart to... oh, well, one did fly off there. So, you know what? I am still going to give them the sporting chance, because again, if I can walk up and club them with a stick, I should at least give them some leeway. So we'll try getting you while you're airborne. I am hoping you'll just, like, turn and start going that way. No, they just shoot off straight like a rocket, basically. Yeah, that is kind of bizarre. For their behavior, I thought they would have tried flying, like, turn towards the nearest trees and then flying that way, but they basically just do straight from wherever you're, like, they're facing. Even if you're walking up to them. So if that's the case, it is a good idea to figure out what way they're facing, go around to their back end, and just push them forward. Huh. Okay, I'll definitely have to keep that in mind. Oh. And just more pheasant tracks. Yeah, so it definitely feels like the hogs are going to be... or the boars. Again, just because I've encountered them in other maps, I tend to call them hogs, but they are wild boar here. Seems like they're going to be a bit more difficult to find, or could well be I'm not actually in the right area for them, too. But maybe I'm getting closer. I thought that sounded like a few squeals from boar, perhaps. Okay, maybe what I'll do, because we are getting up towards... actually, where are we on the map? Well, we had a fair little bit of journey. If we're going to get up into this northern area, maybe what we'll do is we'll tackle that next episode. So unfortunately, we did have the boar sighting, but I did switch to... Oh, that's where you were. Yeah, I am awful shooting. I am just awful. Thought I'd try getting a couple with it flying across, but probably should just save the ammo. Okay, so next episode we'll go into more of the northern areas of the map, see what we can find there. I am hoping it'll be a bit of a change up from pheasants and we can get something different. Red deer, Roe deer, wild boar, something just a little bit different. Heck, I'll even take the foxes or... Actually, that's kind of it to go after, I think. That's the entire roster available. But thank you guys for joining me on another episode of the Hunter Classic. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to give us a like. And if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure to let me know in the comments right down below. Also, let me know what reserve you'd like me to go to next. I think we will be wrapped up on Hirschfelden after this weekend, so if you have another reserve that we've not yet gone to yet, be sure to leave it down below, and we can easily head out there next time. Or next weekend, sorry. We still have the second half of Hirschfelden's second half to go. But again, thank you guys for joining me. And until I do see you all in the next video or episode, Hunters and Survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.